prime time picks. I'll say again, prime time picks. They're on a 25-5 run, and the members are cashing in big. Trust me when I tell you, man, if you ain't rocking with the primetime picks, you already losing. You know, the big baller has never lost. So stop watching and join now and start winning and grinning. I say again, primetime picks, you can't go wrong.
NBA playoff game. They put it in the air. It is the Magic who controls the opening tip, and off we go in Game 4 in Orlando. All postseason long. That includes the play-in game on this floor, beating Atlanta to capture that 7th seed, and it is Wagner who opens up the scoring tonight, Coach. Derek White had that big Game 1, scored 30 in that one. Holiday has been shelved in back-to-back games, and it is White who gets the first Boston basket. Very rare for the Celtics to turn it over at that volume. Here's Brown inside, gets a friendly bounce. Way back in November against Atlanta. Joe Mazzulla feels like the turnover's alone. Nice setup by Wagner to Carter.
Banchero and Wagner, not only to score, they're the guys who have to create all the shots.
Nice rim run by Porzingis. White set him up. Jaylen Brown, guarded by Banchero, gets inside. Banchero with a block. The Magic meeting the Celtics with all that size. Inside, and Banchero scores it with a foul. Back in Florida, where he was a Florida Gator. Late clock here, down to 2. Wagner for 3. Got it. Wagner has not been great from three-point range, but he's starting to find it here. Let's keep an eye on the score with Wagner on the bench. See how they hold up. Nice feed. Horford to Porzingis. Here's Tatum now. Guarded by Banchero. Duke on Duke. And a little crossover. Tatum gets some space. Missed it. Got his own. And puts that one in with a foul. Jason Tatum sticking with it. Celtics put together one of their all-time great road records in franchise history as Tatum off 1 foot. Little fadeaway is true. He's got Isaac with help, and that same shot. Cornette with an offensive rebound. Hauser lets it fly, and Hauser's got another one. Gary Harris checks Tatum. Tatum can't get a step on Harris. Drops his shoulder. Turnaround. Baseline jumper is good. And there aren't many who can do that. Wagner picked up his 2nd foul. He's back on the floor now, and Orlando down 8. Banchero for 3. Got it. It's his 2nd 3.
Like 13 points a game.
White drives it on Carter. Quick release, able to score. Shot clock is off. Last 5.5 seconds of the first quarter. Boston leads by 5. Black stretches out and lays it in. Assist, only 1 turnover in that first quarter.
Yeah, and after 21 turnovers in Game 3. So we had a very clean first quarter.
Wow, Wagner up top for J.I. Jonathan Isaac. And let's not blow over the fact that's a 6'10 guy making plays like that. He and Banchero are point guards and big men bodies. Nice take to the basket by White.
Well, these are the 2 slowest paced teams in the league. And unsurprisingly, this has been the slowest paced series in the league. But not tonight. We're seeing them get up and down a little bit.
It's about 88 possessions per.
Yeah, look, the Magic have defended them well for the last couple of years. And they do take Boston out of their comfort zone.
Porzingis for 3. That one's good. Banchero a handful. Step back 3. Banchero missed it. Gets his own. Puts it up. Got it. Tatum against Banchero. Tatum, a little hesitation. Step back 1 foot. And got another one. He's hit 3 there. That's the road record this year, including the playoffs. 3 of those 9 losses coming here. Turnover Boston. Caldwell Pope for 3. Got it. Up and over Cornette. Caldwell Pope able to elude Brown. Now Joseph. Joseph hits a 3. And we're tied.
Finds Corey Joseph.
And now Joseph finds Banchero. What a finish with the left hand. Carter comes down with an offensive rebound. Tatum with a steal. What a mess this is. Now Horford gets it to Tatum. He leaves it. Brown lays it in.
Big turnaround there.
Clock down to 10. Shot clock at 3 now. Tatum dancing with Carter. Tatum. Oh, sweet revenge. How about Boston turned it over 7 times in the second quarter after just 1 turnover in the first, as Joseph hits his second 3. Gets a block. Here's Joseph again, and Brown secures it. We saw Porzingis shooting during the halftime. He did have a heat wrap on his ankle as Brown goes straight to the basket for a 2-handed jam.
Now, you don't say this too often with the Magic, but
Magic had that great third quarter in Game 3. Banchero drives and lays it in.
Banchero only 1 for 5 in the half. 7 for 23 on the game. 1 for 6 in the half.
He's got 20 tonight. Here's Brown. Got it. Brown elevates.
Not where they normally play, but they do have 11 fast break points tonight.
Brown going to work. Rises up over Joseph, gets the friendly bounce, and here comes Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Tatum lays it in. Well, he delivers that contact so well, Jason Tatum. It's subtle.
I mean, this is a guy who in Game 1 had 30 points and made 7 threes.
Oh, Carter hammers it down with the left hand. Nice pass by Banchero. Jaylen Brown. And Harris defending, almost forced a turnover. Porzingis for 3. Catch and shoot, it's true. Second made 3 for Kristaps Porzingis. Orlando's biggest lead was 8. Tightly contested matchup. Wagner sprays one, Black steps into a mid-range jumper, and he's got it. Nice little floater. These minutes with Banchero on the bench. Wagner, he's the guy, and Wagner gets to his spot. Little pump of the fist there by Franz Wagner. Start the fourth quarter, Magic with the ball down 4. Wagner passed one up, Black on the drive, Black able to score it.
He just went right through.
Bump knees as well in Game 3. There might be a re-injury there. Here's White. White for 3, got it, big shot, Derek White.
But they have not had success in this series with Porzingis isolated at the free throw line. They need to get back into the pick and roll game with Porzingis and have him roll into the rim. They had great success early.
Celtics are riding with the 4 starters minus Brown and Pritchard. Wagner drives it, and he puts it in, and a foul! Franz Wagner! 2-point game now. It was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope who had that flagrant on Tatum in Game 1 that knocked him out of Game 2. Tatum's going to fire from 3. Got it! Big shot for Jason Tatum. Tatum in the corner, in and out. And Al Horford hustling for the rebound. White fakes the pass, lays it in. Savvy Derek White.
It's making the impact.
Here's Joseph. Joseph sprays it out to Caldwell-Pope, and Caldwell-Pope with a 3. Horford guards Banchero. Inside. Wagner off 1 foot. In and out. Carter with the putback. And we are tied at 91. Up top, Porzingis. Tough pass, but he followed his own. And a foul. Porzingis with the hammer and a chance at a 3-point play.
He did, and it started, though, with Al Horford defending Banchero well and making him give the ball up.
Under 3 to go. Tatum. Jump shot good. Jason Tatum, vintage.
Game 1 of this series, and he's 22 of 22 since.
A championship finishing kick by the Celtics. They're on a 10-1 run. Banchero able to score it. Took down the Clippers in the Western Conference semifinals.
And obviously that's a lot different because you don't have to win a road game.
Wagner lays it in. The Boston Celtics, the defending champs, come back with some bite. And they win on the road. And they go up 3-1 in this best of 7.
Prime time picks. I'll say again, prime time picks. They're on a 25-5 run, and the members are cashing in big. Trust me when I tell you, man, if you ain't rocking with the primetime picks, you already losing. You know, the big baller has never lost. So stop watching and join now and start winning and grinning. I say again, primetime picks, you can't go wrong.